Testing 1 2 test test. Testing. Testing 1 2 1 2. No, I can't hear myself. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing. Hello. I am Mr. Ed. No. The other day I had to go. Testing 1 2. Yep, there we go. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yep. I know when I had the Marshall game on Monday, we had to pull it, and it was like, oh, okay. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Yep. Testing. Do you got me on there? Okay. And we're here at Auburndale, and welcome to Zaleski Sports as the Auburndale Eagles will be taking on the Stratford Tigers. These two teams actually were in first place yesterday until they played, and Stratford landed up losing to Edgar yesterday, 10-4, and Auburndale lost to Marathon 6-5 in a very, very close ball game. As it went back and forth, the final 3 or 4 innings. And so the standings sit right now. Edgar sitting on top at 6-2, a half game back, as Auburndale and Stratford at 5-2 record and a half game back. Marathon is 1 game back at 5-3, Assumption 2-6, and Newman Catholic at 0-8. And in yesterday's contest, Edgar put up a 4 spot in the 4th inning and a 3 spot in the 5th inning to walk away from Stratford with that 10-4 victory, as Leighton Schott got the win, and Kristen Ream took his first loss of the season. He's 3-1 now in the season. And Jack Tubbs had a great day yesterday, going 3 for 3. Riley Spindler 2 for 4. Brady Berg had an RBI double in that game. And for Edgar, Jace Hasselbeck went 2 for 4 with a triple and 3 runs scored. Dakota Ellenbecker scored 2 runs, and so a great win for Edgar and puts them now in first place. And we've only got actually 2 games left in the conference as the season is winding down. And these will be the 2 remaining games each team will have next week, as Edgar will be taking on Auburndale on Tuesday and Thursday. Stratford will be taking on Assumption on Tuesday and Thursday, and Marathon will be taking on Newman Catholic on Tuesday and Thursday. So it could go possibly down right to the final day to find out who the Merriwood Conference champion will be this year. Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Country Wireless. Attention Stratford area residents. Country Wireless now has blazing fast service for your connected house. Streaming, gaming, movies, TV, and more is now better than ever with Country Wireless. With download speeds of up to 100 megabytes per second, now is the time to visit countrywireless.com and get blazing fast internet with Country Wireless. And our starting lineup for this evening for the Auburndale Eagles. Leading off and playing center field, Peyton Weinferger. Batting second and playing third base, Josh Lundgren. Batting third and pitching, Blake Rabb. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, Nathan Richardson. Batting in the 5 spot today and catching is Aiden Rabb. And batting sixth and playing right field, Colton Brandel. At batting seventh and DHing, Sawyer Melson. Batting eighth and playing first, Devin Cherney. And batting ninth and playing left field, Russ Teska. And playing second base for the Eagles today will be Truxton Becker. For the Stratford Tigers, leading off and playing second base, usually playing center field for the Tigers, but playing second today. That's the position Jack played last year for the Stratford Tigers. And batting second, the shortstop, Riley Spindler. Batting third and catching, Brady Berg. Batting fourth and playing first base, Jagger Orman. Batting fifth and playing left field, Christian Ream. Batting in the 6th spot and playing right field, Jack Remus. Batting in the 7th spot and pitching, coming off a 1-hitter against Edgar last Tuesday, is Drew Gage. Batting 8th and playing third base, Vince Kuhlman. And batting 9th and playing center field, Matt Shanefoos. So this season has been kind of a wet one, as if you look at the schedule for both of these ball clubs, you know, this is only Stratford's 12th ball game. This is the 11th game for Auburndale. As Auburndale, there's 7 games that they did not play this year because of weather, or they had to switch to play a conference game. Now, like today, Stratford was supposed to take on Chequamegon, but it was switched to get this conference game in because last week we had rain on Thursday and Friday. And for Auburndale, they were supposed to play Prentice today. And, of course, here we are at Auburndale playing in a big key matchup against two very, very good ball clubs, and should be a great pitching matchup with Rab and also Drew Gage. So both of these are pretty much the premier pitchers in Central Wisconsin. And at this time, we'll be playing the national anthem.
At this time, if you are able, we ask you to please stand. Please remove all caps. Draw your attention to our nation's flag that's on our center field scoreboard as we honor our country, and especially those who are serving us and who have served us in our nation's military with our national anthem. Let's play ball.
And we're ready to play some baseball here from Auburndale. As I mentioned, it should be a very exciting game. The winner of this game here will tie Edgar for first place in the Merriwood Conference South with only 2 games to play in conference-wise. And leading off for the Stratford Tigers will be the second baseman, Jack Tubbs, followed by the shortstop, Riley Spindler, and then the catcher, Brady Berg. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. And also with Structures Unlimited, your fabric building specialist supports the coaches and athletes in today's game. To find out what a fabric building can do for you, visit structuresunlimited.com or stop in their office in Stratford Industrial Park. And coming up, just a couple weeks away, visit Marshfield Dairy Fest. And that's being held on May 30th and the 31st. And check out visitmarshfield.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. In fact, there'll be baseball going on that weekend also. The Chaparrals will be in town. And in fact, Chaparrals open up the season this Sunday, as I will be carrying that ball game from Hackman Field on Sunday. So I got approval from my wife to do it on Mother's Day. And Blake Rabb ready to deliver the first pitch, and a ground ball to second over to Becker. Becker with plenty of time to get Tubbs, as Tubbs takes the first pitch and grounds out to the second baseman, 4-3, and bringing up Riley Spindler.
Next up for the Tigers,
as we'll get you some
Riley Spindler.
stats here. Riley on the season hitting .467 with 9 RBIs. And the first pitch is a call strike right down Main Street. As both of these pitchers work very, very fast. Next pitch, low and outside and getting away from catcher Aiden Rabb. A 1-1 count. Now on Riley Spindler from the windup and the pitch. And a shot down the third baseline, but foul. So 1-2 count. Now to the shortstop, Riley Spindler. Riley had a good season in basketball, too, this last season, finishing second team all-conference. Rab getting the sign from Arab. And the pitch. And Riley gets jammed and fouls it off. 1-2 count with one down here in the top of the first inning. Yesterday we moved right along until that, about the fourth or fifth inning, and it got a little crazy then. Rab from the windup and the pitch. And a call, strike three. Letter high fastball. And that's a Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. So, two down here in the top of the first inning as Rab picks up his first strikeout. Now the catcher, Brady Berg. Brady having a good season as he's hitting .345. He was a first-team all-conference player last year, and he's got 10 RBIs on the season. He's got 7 stolen bases also for a catcher, and low and away for ball 2. Working with a very nice lady today, Olivia. Olivia, glad to have you on board. Never worked with her, but I've seen her in action, and she's actually been doing some play-by-play lately, too, now, and she did a nice job yesterday. So welcome to the play-by-play staff. We got a 2-1 count to Brady Berg, number 3 hitter for the Stratford Tigers. And the windup and the pitch. And swing and a miss. Had a low fastball. Looked like you could have used an 8-iron on that pitch there. Rab finally gets the sign he wants and delivers. And a fly ball to right field and going back and over his head. And a ground rule double as it bounces over the right field fence as Brady Berg gets a hold of a pitch and one hopser over the right field wall.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 20, first baseman.
So that's Brady's 4th double on the season. So the Tigers threatening here to score in the top of the first. And coming to the plate is Jagger Orman, the first baseman, in the cleanup spot. As Jagger is the number 4th top batting average, and a ground ball to short and throw over to first, and picked out nicely by Cherney as Richardson throws over to first for out number 3. For the Stratford Tigers in the top of the first, they come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after a half inning of play, it's the Stratford Tigers nothing, and the Auburndale Eagles coming to bat. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
And we're back here at Auburndale and looking at the schedule for the day here on Zaleski Sports. We've got 9 other games going on. As right next to us is actually the Stratford Auburndale girls game going on. And Spash is at home today against La Crosse Central. And Amherst is playing Bondwell. And let's see, Neilsville is at home against Columbus Catholic in baseball. And Columbus Catholic girls are at home against Abbotsford in softball. So a lot of games to choose from. Check Zaleski Sports after you get done watching us here. So, and leading off for the Auburndale Eagles, here in the bottom of the first inning, the center fielder, Peyton Weinferter. On the mound for the Tigers, Drew Gage, coming off that one hitter on Tuesday, and just misses the outside corner. Gage, big, tall right-hander, goes about 6'3". And the pitch outside, ball 2. Drew working out of the stretch. The left-hand hitter, Weinferter, and way outside for ball 3. All 3 pitches, he has not even been close to a strike. As Peyton is hitting .543 on the season. Next pitch comes in for a call strike. Numbers on Drew Gage. He's 4-1 on the season, pitched 26 2/3 innings, given up 10 hits, 3 runs, ERA of 0.00, and down low for ball 4. As going into this batter, Drew has only walked 9 batters. That's number 10 on the season, as Auburndale gets the leadoff hitter on here in the bottom of the first inning. And bringing up the third baseman, Josh Lundgren. Josh having a good day yesterday with 2 hits. And yeah, got hit by a pitch for the 5th time of the season. His dad just loves that. And Josh having a great season, hitting .444 now with an on-base percentage of .659. Right-handed hitter, Josh Lundgren. Gage squares around, bunts, and Gage puts the tag on him and sacrifices Peyton over to second. Unassisted 1 on the play for the first out, and gets credit for a sacrifice, which is not a time at bat. And Blake Rabb, the pitcher now, up for the Eagles here. Blake having an outstanding season, hitting .515 on the season with a .553 on-base percentage and a .606 slugging percentage. Auburndale doesn't really steal a lot this season. They've only, and a ground ball over to third, and a one-hopper, and they're calling that error on third baseman Vance Kuhlman. And Peyton stays at second as Kuhlman fielded really clean, but it was a one-hopper that first baseman Jagger Orman could not come up with. Gage first pitch to the cleanup hitter Nathan Richardson. The shortstop is high and inside for ball 1. Richardson hitting .371 on the season. Gage, his fastball is hit foul by Richardson. As Auburndale here threatening with 1 down in the bottom of the first inning. Gage with the delivery and a swing and a miss. An off-speed pitch by Gage. he pulled out of his little bag of repertoire pitches there that I have not seen that pitched very often this year out of Drew Gage. And fouled off, staying alive, as Richardson fouls another one off. Backstop very close to home plate here. What, maybe 15 feet at the most? Gage from the stretch. And the pitch. And an off-speed pitch and a swing and a miss by Richardson. And that's Drew's first strikeout of the game. And 2 down now here in the bottom of the first. Bringing up Aiden Rabb, the catcher, as Aiden Rabb hitting .250 on the season and 9 RBIs. As Drew gets a sign from Brady Berg, and the pitch, swing and a miss at a high fastball. We're in the bottom of the first inning here from Auburndale. Very nice complex here. That as Jordan Zimmerman was a big part of this renovation here of the new dugouts and batting cages over here and the concession stand and this press box. I'll tell you, I talk to Jordan about once a week or so, and I'll tell you, he's very pleased of this complex right here, and what he's done for Auburndale High School is just phenomenal. So, and he's back in Auburndale area. He's coaching his son in the Little League program here also. So, Jordan very active with Auburndale athletics. So 1-2 count to catcher Aiden Rabb. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss as Gage gets the last 2 batters by way of the strikeout. And so for Auburndale, they come up with no runs on no hits, 1 error and 2 left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's Auburndale 0 and Stratford 0. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDeliver.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we're back here at Auburndale. These 2 pitchers that are throwing today, Rabb and also Gage, this whole pitching staff, both of these pitching staffs are just outstanding pitching staffs, as Auburndale's staff carries a 1.78 earned run average, while Stratford's pitching staff carries a, where did I have that now? Here we go. Stratford carries a 1.99 earned run average. It went up a little bit after yesterday's ball game against Edgar, but they've been pretty consistent. As Rabb's first pitch is a swing and a miss by the left fielder, Christian Ream, for the Stratford Tigers. And Ream on the season hitting .154 for the Tigers. And next pitch down low for ball 1. From the windup. And the pitch. Low and outside by Blake Rabb. As the count works now 2-1. Beautiful day for baseball. Actually, if there was lights here, we should play 2. And pitch just outside. 3-1 count to Christian Ream. From the windup. And the pitch. And ball 4. And that's the first walk given up by Blake here. As Tigers get their leadoff hitter on here in the top of the second inning. Bringing up the right fielder, Jack Remus. Jack having good season in the outfield, also hitting .226 with 5 RBIs. And first pitch is a strike to Jack Remus. Jack playing right field today. Usually he's a left fielder for the Stratford Tigers. And they've got Christian Ream out in left field. And squaring away. And a foul tip into the glove for call strike or swinging strike. Throw went down to first, and Ream getting back in plenty of time. Ream with about a 4-step lead off of first. And the pitch. And just up. 1-2 count on Jack Remus. Throw over to first, and Christian's back in time. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a shot. And one hopper to second. And gets the force out at second. As Becker fielded that ball on the short hop on his knees. Threw over to short to Richardson for the force out to get Ream. And Remus on with a fielder's choice. Brings up the pitcher, Drew Gage. And Gage on the season. He's made 10 plate appearances this year and has 3 RBIs, but he does not have a batting average. He's 0 for 10 on the season, but with 3 RBIs. Over at first is Jack Remus with about a 4-step lead. And low and away. As Blake's having a little problems finding the plate today. He's got 1 walk and 1 strikeout so far in this contest. Blake looking over at first and a throw. And back in time is Jack Remus. One and 1 count to Drew Gage, and going down, and he's out. And he's saying he bobbled. The umpire is moving his hands up and down. He's saying he's bobbling, did not have full control. Remus with a stolen base. And that would be Remus's 5th stolen base on the season. Stratford does like to steal. They've had 59 stolen bases so far. Fly ball out to center field. Remus tagging and decides not to go. So Peyton Weinfurter out there making that catch. And 2 down here in the bottom of top of the second inning. And bringing up
next up for the Tigers, third baseman
Vance Keelman. And Keelman on the season so far, hitting .206 with 5 RBIs. And a fly ball into right center, and going over and making the catch is Peyton Weinfurter for out number 3. So the Tigers leave a runner stranded at second for the second inning in a row. They get no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 1.5 innings of play, we have no score. And you're watching Marywood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
We're back here at Auburndale, and when buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and like them on Facebook. Leading off for Auburndale here in the bottom of the second, the right fielder, Colton Brandel. And the first pitch comes in, catches the inside corner for a call strike. And Brandel on the season, having a nice season, hitting .312. And he's got 2 RBIs on the season. And strike 2 to him. And the pitch. And a breaking ball fouled off by Colton. Drew getting a sign from Brady behind the plate. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Colton Brandel for out number 1. Gage has now struck out the last 3 batters he has faced. And 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Bringing up the DH, Sawyer Molson. And Sawyer on the season, hitting .200. Foul tip into the glove of Brady Berg. And a breaking ball. You get a beautiful view from up here watching that breaking ball just break beautifully and catches the inside corner for a call strike. Drew says yes to the pitch he wants. And shot into center field, making a diving attempt was Jack Tubbs. And as Shane Foose retrieves it out in center field, brings it in, and Colton gets the first hit of the ball, or excuse me, Sawyer gets the first hit of the ball game for Auburndale.
Step for Auburndale, left fielder Russ Teska.
And Russ Teska, excuse me, that was Cherney that had that base hit. No?
Oh, it was Molson. DH Molson. Cherney's playing first. Molson's hitting for Cherney.
And they got him at first as Gage guns him down. And so now 2 down here and a 1-0 count. And so now
That's who's at the plate right now.
Teska now batting, and he walks.
Is that 4? That's only 3, isn't it? No, it was 4. It was a ball on the cost. Yeah. Okay.
Truxton Becker up now for Auburndale.
We have 2 out.
And Becker now batting.
Interesting.
Oh, I see. I lost a batter here, but that's okay. Drew Gage out on the mound. And foul ball as went off the foot of Becker. So Gage looking over at first. Big lead. And a ground ball. Should be routine. And so the summary of the inning, no runs for Auburndale. And so after 2 innings of play, is still no score here from Auburndale. And you're watching Marathon or Marewood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
And we're back here at Auburndale, and I've got everything all straightened out here now. It doesn't take much to confuse me, I'll tell you that. Leading off for Stratford, in the top of the 3rd inning, the center fielder, Matt Shainfoos. And a call strike right down Main Street. Blake throws that one. Nice fastball there. As Shainfoos hitting
Tip.
And a foul ball. And Shainfoos hitting .318 on the season for the Stratford Tigers. Got an 0-2 count. I figured with these two pitchers that we were going to have a pitcher's duel here today. And we definitely have one. And outside by about 6.5 inches. 1-2 count. From the windup, Blake delivers. Down low, ball 2. 2-2 here in the top of the 3rd inning. As each team has 1 hit so far. Stratford has stranded 3, or Auburndale stranded 3. And fly ball out to second base for out number 1, and back to the top of the batting order. And Jack Tubbs grounded out to the second baseman back in the 1st inning. Jack had a good ball game against Edgar yesterday, going 3 for 3. He's hitting .576 on the season with a .659 on base percentage and a slugging percentage of .758. So, great season for Jack Tubbs. And the windup and the pitch outside. Ball 2. Rab gets a sign from his catcher and delivers. And a call strike on the outside corner. I'd like to congratulate Dalton Varsho last night as he was a player of the game. A great ball game coming off the IL about a week and a half ago. And Jack fouls one off as Dalton had a single, a double, and a solo shot and 3 RBIs last night, and played a real nice center field last night also. So doing a nice job out there, and he's also had that trick catch already this year too. Ground ball over to short and in time for out number 2. As the throw was a little low by Richardson. So goes 6-3 if you're scoring along at home. 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning, bringing up the shortstop, Riley Spindler. Riley struck out last time in the 1st inning. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1. From the windup, Blake delivers. And a check swing strike as Riley could not hold up on that one. So 1-1. Blake working very quickly out there. And catching the outside corner for a call, strike 2. 1-2 count on Riley Spindler. The winner of this game ties Edgar for first in the Marewood. And high and outside, ball 2. As it'll all come down decide next week when everybody gets done playing in the conference. Swing and a miss, and a clean catch. And Spindler goes down swinging. And that's the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. So the Tigers go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 3rd inning. And you're watching Marewood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois Teestrake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
And we're back here at Auburndale. 0-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Auburndale comes to bat. And back to the top of the batting order, and the center fielder, Peyton Weinfurter. Way outside for ball 1. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They serve all brands and do a complete furnace and air conditioning installation. With professional service at Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas, call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. And the pitch by Gage just missed outside. 2-0 count. And down low, 3-0. As Gage has walked one batter and struck out 3 in this contest. It's walked 2 batters and struck out 3 in this contest. As Peyton walked and a brush back. And Peyton gets on with a walk. His second walk of the contest. And bringing up the third baseman, Josh Lundgren. Josh laid one down to sacrifice Peyton over to second back in the first inning. So officially he has not had an at-bat. From the stretch from Gage. And squares around and offers, throw down to first. And it's a one hopper to Orman. But Peyton's back in time. And Josh taking his time, getting back into the batter's box here. Drew looks over at first from the stretch. Squares around, back to the mound. And it's going to be a bang-banger. And they got him. It was close. As they get the force out at second, goes 1-4 for the first out. And Josh is on with a fielder's choice. And bringing up the pitcher, Blake Rabb. And Blake got on with a shot down the third base line. It was fielded very cleanly by Kuhlman. And the first pitch comes in with a breaking ball for a call, strike one. But Vance's throw to first was a one hopper that was not handled over at first for an error on the third baseman on the throw. And next pitch comes in low and inside to Blake for 1-1 count here in the the bottom of the third inning. Drew from the stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball up and in. 2-1. Drew delivers inside. Ball. Phoenix Express LLC can help you with your landscaping. They are proud to be part of the Stratford community and wish the Stratford Tigers good luck in today's game. Give them a call or find out more at phoenixexpressllc.com. And a walk as 2 walks here in the third inning. The 4th walk that Gage has given up in this contest. And advancing to second now is Josh Lundgren. So with runners at first and second and 1 down here in the bottom of the third inning, brings up the cleanup hitter and shortstop, Nathan Richardson. Nathan struck out back in the first inning. Breaking ball down low, blocked nicely by Brady as he calls time, wants a different baseball. Nice little breeze out there as the flag is flying very nicely on the scoreboard out there. From the stretch and fouled off and out of the park as that headed over to the football field. One and one count on Nathan Richardson, the cleanup hitter for the Eagles. And a call strike with a fastball right on the outside corner. 1-2 count. Gage from the stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Down to third. Takes third, throws over to first, and gets by the first baseman. He is safe at first. That will actually be an error also on the third baseman as Blake advances to third on that error. So fielder's choice for Nathan. Josh is forced out at third. And Blake advances to third on a throwing error. So runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Gage from the stretch and the pitch upstairs for ball 1. Nice crowd here from the Auburndale fans and the Stratford fans. And the pitch upstairs. And time is called. And we'll tell you a little bit about Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Well, the conference is all over with Brady and Drew. And we'll see what they figured out here. And a swing and a miss for a fastball strike. 2-1 count to Aiden Rabb. And just inside. Brushes Aiden back a little bit. And 3-1 count with runners at the corners. Blake at third. Nathan at first. And the pitch. They're saying down low, ball 4. And loads the bases for Colton Brandel. Colton struck out back in the second inning. As Julian Anderson pinch running for the catcher, Aiden Rabb. This is the closest anybody's come close to scoring in this contest. Bases juiced and fouled out of play down the third base side as Colton Brandel's ball heads over to the batting cage over there. Drew nods, says to Brady, yes, that's the one I want, and delivers. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Brandel. 0-2 count, bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the third, from the stretch, and the pitch. And a slow roller, could be trouble. And he's in with a base hit. RBI single by Colton Bradley, a slow roller to short. And with Spindler playing back, he not really get a good jump on the ball. And coming in to score is Blake Rabb and gives Auburndale a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. And bases still loaded as Coach Drew Spaeth goes out to talk to his club. So we get the first run here in the bottom of the third inning on an infield slow roller by Colton Brandel. And he gets the first RBI in today's contest. And let's see here. That is Colton's third RBI on the season. So the conference is all over. And we still have bases loaded here in the bottom of the third inning. And coming to the plate is Sawyer Molson, who's got a hit last time up to center field. From the stretch and the pitch inside. Seems Drew's been working behind a lot of batters in this contest, and he's been lucky to get out of the jam. And the pitch down low, 2-0. Drew's got 3 strikeouts in this game, but he's walked 3 in this inning, 5 for the game already. And his pinch count has to be really up there. And a call strike on the outside corner, 2-1 count. To Sawyer, who's DHing today for Devin Cherney. And the pitch. Just up. 3-1, and no place to put him. Bases loaded for the Eagles. Drew Gage from the stretch. And the pitch. And ground ball to Spindler. And shovels it off over to Jack Tubbs for out number 3. But the Eagles come up with 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 left. And after 3 innings of play, it's Auburndale 1 and Stratford nothing. And you're watching Marywood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
And we're back here at Auburndale, and leading off is Brady Berg, the catcher for the Stratford Tigers. And a swing and a miss by Brady. Brady had a ground rule double back in the first inning, 1 hopper over the right field wall. So the ground must be getting a little hard out there that it could have taken a bounce. And a call strike on the outside corner. Brady was not too happy with that call, as he kind of put his head down, shook a little bit, and he wasn't pleased with it. But 0-2 count now to Brady Berg here in the top of the 4th inning. From the windup, and the pitch, and a fouling off as Jagger knocks that one down in the on-deck circle. As Brady gets into the batter's box, gets set. Open stance. And pitch by Blake. There's a ground ball to second. Throws over to first in time for out number 1 as Becker throws it over to Cherney. And Jagger Orman coming to the plate. Jagger grounded out to the shortstop back in the first inning. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish workers. See their display lots in Marshville, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. And the first pitch comes in. It's a ball to Jagger from the windup from Blake. Breaking ball, call strike. 1-1 count. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Auburndale leading 1-0, and the winner ties Edgar for first place. And a shot out to right, and Brandel almost overran that one. And he just, lucky he's a tall young gentleman out there and could reach and grab that one, or that one would have been over his head. But Colton Brandel makes the catch out there for out number 2 for the Stratford Tigers. And coming to the plate is left fielder Christian Ream, as Christian walked back in the second inning and was forced out for the first out in that inning. Blake from the windup and the pitch and a swing and a miss. 1-1 count to the freshman Christian Ream. Christian started out pitching this season very, very well. One of his first 3 decisions that he had. And a call strike on the outside corner. And 1-2 count. Not a Christian Ream. From the windup. And the pitch. And a ground ball in between, deep in the hole and out to left field as Christian Ream comes up with a hit. His second time he's been on base in this contest. So Christian Ream gets a 2-out single to left field, bringing up Jack Remas. Jack got on with a fielder's choice back in the second and stole a base in the second inning also. About a 3-step lead over at first. Pitch comes in from Blake. Call strike 1. Blake looks over at first. And another breaking pitch for a swing and a miss by Jack. 0-2 count on that breaking ball. Blake takes a look. Stretch. And could fall right in the gap there. And base hit. Right between the left fielder and center fielder as Jack gets a base hit. And Christian advancing to second on the play. So Stratford threatening here in the top of the 4th inning with runners at first and second, 2 down. And to the plate, the pitcher, Drew Gage. Drew does not have a hit this year. Now would be a good time to help his cause. With a base hit, could score a run. And a fly ball out to left field, going back. And he dropped it. And Drew Gage coming in with a double, a 2-run double. Drew gets his first hit of the season as Teska was going back and went right off the end of the glove, and 2-run score. I don't know if he felt he was getting too close to the fence with that, but a double by Gage, his first hit of the season, is a big one and gives the Tigers a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th inning with 2 outs. And a call strike to Vance Kielman, who flew out to the right fielder back in the second inning. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a ground ball in the hole. And throw over to first. Saved nicely by Cherney as Gage had her in high gear there, and third base coach Kurt Schmidt had him going, and all of a sudden, boom, right away he put up that red stop sign, and Gage had to hit the brakes there. But now runners at the corners for the Tigers, as the Tigers have hit now 4 straight hits with 2 outs. And a pop-up, second baseman going back, and coming in is Peyton Weinfertner to make the catch for out number 3. But the Stratford Tigers come up with 2 runs on 4 big hits and no errors and left 2 men. So after 3.5 innings of play, It's the Stratford Tigers 2 and the Auburndale Eagles 1. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we're back here at Auburndale, and no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. That's Fleet Farm in Marshfield. And the first pitch comes in for a ball to Russ Teska, who walked back in the second inning. Gage now with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. A swing and a miss by Russ Teska. And Stratford put 4 hits in a row to put those 2 runs on the board. And a fastball, swing and a miss by Teska. Gage from the stretch and the pitch. Fastball up and out. Full count, 3-2 on Russ Teska, who walked back in the second. As I mentioned, Gage has walked 5 batters and a strikeout for Gage, and that is his 4th strikeout of the game.
Next up for
And with 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning, bringing up the second baseman, Truxton Becker, right-handed hitter. Got on with a fielder's choice last time. Ground ball to Kielman, over to first for out number 2, as Truxton took the first pitch and hit a ground ball to third. And back to the top of the batting order is Peyton Weinfurter. And Peyton has been on base both times, walked in the first and walked in the second. Or excuse me, walked in the third. And first pitch outside. Gage nods his head. And way outside. Gage's control is not there today like it was on Tuesday. From the stretch. And the pitch. High and outside. 3-0 count to the number 9 hitter, or excuse me, to the leadoff hitter, Peyton Weinfurter. And a call strike on the outside corner. From the stretch and the pitch. And ball 4, as he has walked Peyton 3 times in this contest. And bringing up the third baseman, Josh Lundgren.
Next up for Josh Lundgren.
Josh, the sacrifice back in the first, and a fielder's choice in the third. And first pitch right down Main Street for a call strike. From the stretch. Breaking ball, strike two. Wow. Great off-speed pitch. And the pitch. And fouled. And going after it is Keelman. As just a bit out of his range by about 25 feet. As Josh gets back in the batter's box, an 0-2 count on him with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Drew from the stretch. And the pitch. And a foul tip into Berg's glove for out number 3. And strikeout number 5 for Drew Gage. Auburndale comes up with no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's Stratford 2 and Auburndale 1. And you're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today. We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
And we're back here at Auburndale, and the first pitch, Jack Tubbs as a diving. Truxton Becker made a diving play at that, but Jack Tubbs with a base hit. He's 1 for 3 on the day. As the Tigers get their leadoff hitter on for the 2nd time in this game. Up now, the shortstop, Riley Spindler. He struck out in the 1st and the 3rd inning. 0 for 2 on the day. Blake finds the plate on that one. Call strike to Riley. Sizable lead by Tubbs. Tubbs leads the team in 20 stolen bases and bounces out of the glove. And that'll go down as a pass ball as Jack Tubbs hustles to 2nd on the play. It's little mistakes that actually cost teams. Wild pitches, pass balls. From the stretch, Tubbs at 2nd. And the deliver, squares around, pulls it back.
He offered.
As the umpire says, he pulled it back for a ball. From the stretch. And Spindler fouls it off on a bunt attempt. And the sun is just hitting the ball section there just right now. I think we have what, about a 2-2 count we have on Riley Spindler. Blake getting the sign from Aiden. And the pitch, swing and a miss as Spindler goes down for for the third time by the strikeout, and one down here in the top of the fifth inning, and bringing up Brady Berg, the catcher, in the number 3 spot. Brady with a ground rule double back in the first and grounded out to the second baseman in the fourth. And Stratford could use an assurance run, which is out at second base, and Jack Tubbs, first pitch, catches the outside corner for a call strike. Tubbs with a nice lead. And a pop-up. Shortstop going back and calls it and makes the catch as Nathan Richardson goes back on that for out number 2. Bringing up the first baseman, Jagger Orman. So 2 down here with a runner at second. And last inning, Stratford put up 2 runs on 4 hits with 2 outs in the inning. And a little roller over the pitcher's head. Richardson with a throw, throws it away, and a run scores. And an E6 on Orman. As Jack will advance to third on that and score on the air. And Stratford now ahead 3-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. So first error by the Eagles in this contest. And a pitch fouled off by Christian Ream. Christian walked in the second and started out that 4th inning with a base hit and eventually scoring in the 4th inning. Jagger with a good-sized lead, about a 4-step lead at first. And the pitch. And a call strike and a delay steal. And Jagger, you get credited with a stolen base. It was a delay steal. In fact, he did not take off until the ball was in the catcher's glove. And Jagger and he broke the belt on his pants as he was sliding into second. As we have a little time here, we'll tell you about Bruce Orthodontics. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshville office and accept most insurances at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time. So set up a free consultation today. That's Bruce Orthodontics. As Jagger heads to second base with somebody's belt to keep his pants up. And that was Jagger's 4th stolen base on the season. Blake from the stretch. And a swing and a miss by Christian Ream for strike 3. And that's the Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. But the Tigers come up with 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's Stratford 3 and Auburndale 1. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Auburndale with Blake Rabb leading off for Auburndale here on the top of the fifth inning. Or excuse me, the bottom of the fifth inning. Yes. And Blake has gotten on with an error and a walk and scored Auburndale's only run. And a swing and a miss. Auburndale will be in action actually tomorrow when they're heading to Wittenberg-Burningwood, who is actually ranked number 5 in Division II. And having an outstanding season. They're 13-2 on the season. And actually, Stratford will see Wittenberg-Burningwood also on Tuesday, May 20th. So both of these clubs seeing some top-notch teams coming in. In fact, Rib Lake will come into Stratford. Regis will come into Stratford towards the end of the season here, and they finish up with Spencer. Spencer 8-5 on the season. So Auburndale gets Athens. Athens is 9-5. Iowa Scandinavia 7-6. So, and of course they get Edgar on the 13th and the 15th as Blake works a walk here and to start off the bottom of the fifth inning. But Stratford will be facing Assumption on Tuesday and Thursday of next week, and then play Rib Lake at home next Friday. And as I mentioned, Saturday, a doubleheader. Auburndale is going to Wittenberg-Burningwood. Then they get Edgar on Tuesday and Thursday, and then on Friday, May 16th, they get Athens here at home. So a lot of ball yet to be played by both teams, as coming off the field is Drew Gage, and we will take a little commercial break here as we have a new pitcher coming in to warm up. And that is, I'll have to look up on my phone. We'll go to commercial here, and I'll have that for you when we get back.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T. Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
And we're back here, and we've got everything figured out here now. Now pitching for Stratford is catcher Brady Berg, and Jagger Orman goes to catcher. And coming in to play first base is Trygve Aschenbrenner, and he will bat in the number 7 spot in Drew Gage's spot. So that's the defensive changes here for the Stratford Tigers. And offensive-wise, they've worked a lot of walks with Drew Gage today, as Gage has had 7 walks today and a total of 5 strikeouts. So A lot of pitches thrown by Drew Gage. He just did not have the control today. As I mentioned, a lot of walks, which is not normal for him. As on the season, he had walked 9 batters in 5 appearances going into this game. So Brady Berg coming on as Blake Rabb is at first, and now batting is Nathan Richardson. Whoa, and I even blinked on that one coming back and hitting the backstop. That was headed right for me. So, foul ball by Richardson. Numbers on Brady Berg, who's now on the mound. Blake with a good lead. 1-1 count now to Richardson. Brady is 1-0 on the year with 2 saves, 17 innings pitched, 13 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, an earned run average of 1.65. Swing and a miss by Richardson. And he has struck out 22 batters and only walked 2 so far this season. So pretty much the main relief pitcher for the Stratford Tigers. As next pitch was close, 2-2 count now on Nathan Richardson. Berg from the stretch and the pitch. And off the end of the bat, the second, and Aschenbrenner hustles over to cover the bag, and Jack Tubbs gets Richardson, and advancing to second is Rabb. So with 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Auburndale trying to get a little bit closer. Down, they are down 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And now batting the catcher, Aiden Rabb. Aiden struck out in the 1st and walked in the 3rd. And first pitch comes in, catches the outside corner for a call strike. Brady getting the sign from Jagger. And the pitch. And bounces in front of home plate. Nice stop by Jagger Orman, as Blake could not advance on the play. Brady working very quickly. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fouled off, they're saying, as Aiden got a piece of that. So 1-2 count to Aiden Rabb from the stretch. And the pitch. And staying alive and fouling it off. Actually, I've had some pretty good games this week. The Monday I had was a walk-off win for Marshfield, and then had the Edgar Stratford game, ground ball to third, over to first for out number 2 as Blake advances to third on the play. So Kielman charging that ball, getting it on the second hop and throwing a strike over to Trigby at first. And 2 down now here in the bottom of the 5th inning with Blake Rabb at third and bringing up Colton Brandel. And Colton is 1 for 2 on the day. He struck out in the second, had an infield hit in the third, and has the only RBI for Auburndale today. And a swing and a miss, and foul tip. And so 0-2 count to Colton Brandel, as Brady Berg doing the job, and swing and a miss, and got it and throws it over the head, but Tubbs backs up the play, but that will go down as a strikeout and also an E2. as the run scores. So it's now 3-2. Stratford up by 1. That run is charged to Gage. And the first pitch to Sawyer Molson is a call strike on the inside corner. Sawyer has got a base hit in the second, a fielder's choice in the third. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Berg from the stretch. Swing and a miss with a breaking ball for strike 3. But Auburndale comes up with an unearned run in the 5th inning on no hits, 1 error. Yes, 1 error and 1 man left. And so after 5 complete innings of play, it's Stratford 3, Auburndale 2. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
And we're back here at Auburndale. Ground ball is shortstop and gets him just in time as they retire Jack Remus as he takes the first pitch and grounds it out to the shortstop, Nathan Richardson, for out number 1. As Trygve Aschenbrenner, now who's playing first base, batting in Drew Gage's position in the batting order in the number 7 spot. And the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Trygve on the season, as this is his 7th appearance on the season, and he's batting .222 on the year with 1 RBI. As count is 0-1 or 1-1, swinging strike. And the windup and the pitch upstairs for ball 2. I'll never forget Trygve making his first 3-point basket in a varsity basketball game. The crowd just went crazy when he hit that first 3-pointer this year coming off the bench. And a fly ball out to center, and charging in and making the catch is Colton Brandel. Looking into that sun, you can see the glare coming off his sunglasses out there. And he had to fight the sun a little bit, but makes the catch for out number 2. And Vance Keelman, the third baseman now, batting for the Tigers. Flew out to right field in the second, and a base hit in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. Blake from the windup, and fouled down the right. And a tough play. And making a catch, as I'm thinking Brandel lost it, and going out to make that catch was Becker, and makes it over the shoulder and rolls for out number 3. So, 6 pitches used by Blake Rabb that inning, as the Tigers, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left after 5.5 innings of play. And it's Stratford 3 and the Auburndale Eagles 2. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other...
And we're back here at Auburndale, and the bottom of the sixth inning. And leading off for Auburndale is left fielder Russ Teska. Well, the game's over on the other diamond, and the Auburndale Eagles come out on top 7-3 over the Stratford Tigers. Tria Tubbs, who had an outstanding game against Edgar yesterday, striking out 15 and getting the win against Edgar. But not enough power today for the Stratford Tigers as Auburndale takes them down 7-3. 1-2 count. And a call, strike three, as Brady Berg gets his second strikeout. He gets Russ Teska for out number one. Bringing up the second baseman, Truxton Becker. Truxton had a fielder's choice in the second and grounded out to the third baseman in the fourth. He's 0 for 2. Brady Berg from windup and a swing and a miss by Truxton. And 1-1 count. As Brady takes a little time, he's got to tie his shoes. I still think players should wear Velcro on the shoes. You won't have to worry about them tying, untied and then taking time and tying them. From the windup and the pitch and a line shot and a liner to Riley Spindler at short. From up here, it was a little deceiving. I thought it had a chance maybe to get over his head, but it just kind of died. And back to the top of the batting order in Peyton Weinfurter. And Peyton officially has not been to the plate today, but he's had 3 appearances as he has walked in the first, walked in the third, and walked in the fourth. And the pitch down low comes all the way to the backstop here. 2-0 count. And a ground ball to second. Throw over to first in time. 1-2-3 inning for the Stratford Tigers. As for Auburndale, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And after 6 complete innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Auburndale Eagles 2. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And leading off for Stratford here in the top of the 7th inning is the center fielder, Matt Shanefoos, as Matt flew out to the second baseman and flew out to the right fielder. He's 0 for 2, batting in the number 9 spot for Stratford. Door Pro Stratford is your complete commercial and residential overhead door sales and service provider. If you need new garage doors or yours isn't working just right and needs an adjustment, stop and see them at Highway 153 just east of Stratford. Give them a call or like them on Facebook. 1-1 count to the center fielder, Matt Shanefoos. And foul back and way out of play. Tigers trailed in this contest 1-0 until the 4th inning when they put up a 2 spot with 2 outs. And a call, strike 3 to Matt Shanefoos. And that is a Jamie Wenzel, Surf Pro, strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration, Surf Pro, like it never happened. Back to the top of the batting order is Jack Tubbs, as Jack is 1 for 3 and scored in the 5th inning on an error. So it gave an insurance run to the Stratford Tigers as they needed it because Auburndale came up with another run in the 5th inning. And pitch to Jack is outside for ball 2. And fly ball way to center field, off the wall. And Jack glides right into second with a stand-up double as Jack gets his 2nd hit of the ball game. And that is his, let's see how many doubles he has on the season here. That is his 4th double on the season and his 21st hit on the season. And bringing up Riley Spindler, and Riley is long overdue as he's had 3 appearances and struck out all 3 times today. And a shot out to left field, and as the throw was cut off by the shortstop, and Jack rounded it and just got back safely with a big slide into third as Riley comes up with a big base hit to left field.
Brady Bird now batting for Stratford.
And so the Tigers have runners at the corners with 1 down, and coming up is Brady Berg, who has doubled in the 1st, grounded the 2nd in the 4th, and popped out to the shortstop in the 5th. And Blake from the stretch, taking his time. And a fly ball down the left field line and well out of play. As Brady has 10 RBIs on the season. As Blake has an 0-1 count on the number 3 hitter, Brady Berg. Power against power here. Blake looks over at first. Spindler with about a 4-step lead. And the pitch. And Brady fouls one off as a bunt attempt. So 0-2 count to Brady Berg. Jagger Orman in the on-deck circle. Auburndale could use a double play ball here right now. From the stretch. And a pitch off the glove and coming in. And Jack Tubbs is out at home as That short fence bounced off just enough that Aiden Rabb picked up the ball and threw it to Blake at home and had him by plenty. So 2 down now. As Spindler's now at second. And an 1-2 count. And a ground ball to first. Bounces off the first baseman, and he recovers and picks it up and steps on the bag. Cherney does for out number 3. As Stratford, or Auburndale, gets out of a jam here in the top of the 7th inning, as Tigers had runners at second and third with 1 out, but pass ball is recovered nicely and gets Tubbs at the plate, and Berg grounds out to the first baseman to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. After 6.5 innings of play, it's Stratford 3, Auburndale 2, and you're watching Marywood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
And we're back here at Auburndale as Stratford had a chance to add some more runs, but Auburndale got out of it very nicely. And we're going to tell you a little bit about Stratford Homes. Take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit Stratford Homes to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com today to get started. And coming up for the Auburndale Eagles here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the third baseman, Josh Lundgren. Josh, the sacrifice in the first, fielder's choice in the third, and struck out in the fourth. So 0 for 2 on the day. As Brady Berg working out of the windup. And just inside for ball 1. Coming up right after the ball game, Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with great cheese curds and a bad hop single out to left. And going into second, that will be a base hit and an error on the left fielder as he bobbled that ball out there.
He's calling a single and E.
Base hit and E7. As Josh gets a base hit here and bringing up the pitcher, Blake Rabb. The tying run at second, the winning run at the plate for the Auburndale Eagles. Could we see a walk-off here this afternoon? And a ground ball to third, and bobbles it, and safe at first. That'll be an error on the third baseman. As 2 errors here, very costly for Stratford. Runners at first and second now. And bringing to the plate, Nathan Richardson. Nathan 0 for 3 on the day. From the stretch by Berg, and the pitch. And a fly ball way to deep center field, going back and making the catch is Shane Foose. And advancing to third is Lundgren. So 1 down here in the top of the 7th.
Next up for the Eagles, Aiden Rabb.
The only thing that can really help Stratford right now is a double play ball here by Aiden Rabb. Runners at the corners, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Berg from the stretch. And a pitch down low. Knocked down nicely by Orman. Attention, Stratford area residents. Country Wireless now has blazing fast service for your connected house. Streaming, gaming, music, movies, TV, and more is now better than ever with Country Wireless. With download speeds of 100 and a ground ball to third. And out at second and coming in and scoring is Josh Lundgren. As Rab gets a fielder's choice and an RBI. Blake is forced out at second. And so now with a runner at first, and we're tied at 3. Colton Brandel is the batter. Colton is 1 for 3 on the day and fouls it off. With Country Wireless, they have download speeds of up to 100 megabytes per second. Now is the time to visit countrywireless.com and get blazing fast internet with Country Wireless, as Auburndale use their fast internet speed. And fly ball is down, and a base hit out in center field and rounding third, and a throw coming home. So runners at the corners, base hit by Colton Bradley, his second of the ball game. And runners at the corners. And Sawyer Molson, who's 1 for 3 on the day. And we're going to have a conference out here at this time as Coach Drew Spaeth goes out and talks to his team. And going down to talk to Jay Anderson is Sawyer Molson. Molson with 1 hit today out to center field. As a diving try out there in the outfield, but could not come up with it. And Aiden Rabb gets all the way over to third. Berg from the stretch. And the pitch. Down low and right in front of the catcher, as Jagger had problems not realizing where the ball was, but it was right behind the plate as it came out of the glove. We're tied at 3 here at the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs, runners at the corners, and a 2-0 count. As right now, Gage cannot get the win as we are tied. So a call strike from Brady Berg to Molson, and a 2-1 count. A pass ball, a wild pitch, a base hit will end this contest. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. Berg gets the sign from the stretch and the pitch and a foul ball down the third base side and bounces off the fence back out to the umpire, the infield umpire, as Molson came around on that pitch. The stretch from Berg and the pitch and a call, strike 3. As Molson goes down on strikes, but Auburndale comes up with 1 run on 1 hit. 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. And after 7 innings of play, we're all knotted up at 3 here at Auburndale, and you're watching Marewood Conference Baseball at its best here on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by ShedsDeliver.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit shedsdelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's shedsdelivered.com. Go today.
And we're back here at Auburndale. And Stratford will be sending up, let's see who we've got here. We've got Jagger Orman coming up, the catcher, and followed by Christian Reith and Jack Remus. The first three batters here in the top of the 8th inning. I figured this one was going to be a good one, as we've got fans sitting down to third base line here by the batting cage also. They can't see the home plate area, but they can see the rest of the field. But nice crowd here. A lot of them's come over from the girls' game over to here. So Rab out on the mound, and he's getting very close to his 100 pitches. He was at 90 starting this inning. So Auburndale will be bringing in a relief pitcher possibly. And a call strike. 1-1 count on the leadoff hitter, Jagger Orman. Jagger 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded to short, flew to right, and got on with an error. Ground ball to second. Picking that up is Becker over to first in time for out number 1.
4-3, 1 down.
Bringing up now the left fielder, Christian Ream.
For Stratford, Christian Ream.
Ream so far on the day, 1 for 2. Walked in the second, base hit and scored in the 4th, and struck out in the 5th. And just missed off the outside corner. From the windup and the pitch. And a call strike there. Blake found the outside corner on that one. 1-1 count with 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning, and we're tied at 3. And beautiful pitch by Blake. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 2. Blake getting the sign from Aiden and delivering. Nice. And a call, strike 3, right down the heart of the plate. For out number 2, bringing up Jack Remus, the right fielder. Jack had a fielder's choice and a stolen base in the second, a base hit, and scored in the 4th inning and grounded out to the shortstop in the 6th. With 2 down here in the top of the 8th, and a call strike right on the outside corner. Blake getting very close to that 100 number pitch. And ground foul over to the Stratford dugout. As Trygve Aschenbrenner in the on deck circle for the Tigers. Wind up and the pitch. And foul ball. And out of play. Over to the football field. Sitting at about maybe the 40-yard line right now. From the windup and the pitch. And a ground ball over the middle to the short to Richardson. Throw. And nice scoop by Cherney at first. As a low throw by Richardson, and Cherney picks that cleanly for the 3rd out here in the top of the 8th inning. Stratford goes 1-2-3. So after 7.5 innings of play, we're tied at 3, and you're watching Marywood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center, with full service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Auburndale as Brady Berg starts working his fourth inning of play. And the first pitch right down the heart for a call, strike one. Fastball outside. 1-1 count to Russ Teska, the left fielder. Russ has walked in the second, struck out in the fourth, and struck out in the sixth. Swing and a miss. A mighty swing by Russ Teska. As Berg with the delivery, and swing and a miss, strike three. As one down here in the bottom of the eighth inning, bringing up Truxton Becker, the second baseman. Truxton, fielder's choice in the second, grounded to third in the fourth, and lined out to short in the sixth. And Brady Berg right now has 4 strikeouts. Working his fourth inning, he has given up 2 hits and 1 run. And inside pitch. And that run that he gave up is an unearned run, as there was 2 errors in that inning. And a 2-0 count to Becker. And a swing and a miss. Strike one. Berg gets the sign from the windup. And a fly ball, short fly ball, out to right. And going out, and a diving try out in right field by Jack Remus. And it's a base hit by Becker. A good time to have your number 9 hitter get a base hit for the top of your order, as Peyton Weinfurter is 0 for 1. He's walked 3 times and grounded to second back in the 6th. About a 3-step lead, and Peyton fouls one off. As I mentioned, Auburndale not really a threat to steal any bases. Berg, and Peyton's a little upset on that check swing there, that he made contact on that one. He'd like to have that one back. As 0-2 the count is now to Peyton Weinfurter. Yeah, Auburndale in a year stole 33 bases. And in a gap, base hit. And rounding third, bobbled out in center field and going into third. And a double for Peyton Weinfurter, as Peyton comes up with a big double. Now runners at second and third with 1 out for Auburndale. As Josh Lundgren could win it for him here. Long fly ball could score this winning run. And pitch down low and inside. Josh on the season has 10 RBIs. He was hitting, coming into this game, .444. And a fly ball coming back and out of play. So the count is 1-1 here in the bottom of the 8th with 1 down and runners at second and third. That runner out at second means nothing. Infield in for the Tigers. Berg from the stretch. And the pitch. And a fly ball as the left fielder comes over and just out of his reach by about 10 feet. And a foul ball, so it's a 1-2 count on Josh here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As Auburndale losing a heartbreaker to Marathon yesterday. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. As Berg picks up his 5th strikeout. And they're going to intentionally walk Blake Rabb, as that means nothing. An intentional walk, loads the bases, and bringing up Nathan Richardson. Nathan 0 for 4 on the day, struck out in the first, fielder's choice in the second, ground ball to second in the 5th, and flew out to the center fielder, and the ball gets by. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he's safe as the ball came out of Brady Berg's glove. Brady is laying on the ground, as I'm thinking the shoe came in and nailed Brady right in the arm, as Auburndale wins this game on a happy moment here, but a sad moment that Brady is on the ground. He is getting up, and a nice round of applause, and Auburndale wins this on a wild pitch and wins. This is a classic Marewood Conference win, as Auburndale wins this contest 4-3 in 8 innings. As the inning started with a strikeout by Teska, and then Becker gets a base hit, and Weinfreitner hits a double out in the left center field power alley. So you had runners at second and third with 1 down. Josh Lundgren strikes out, but and then Blake Rabb was intentionally walked, and Richardson came up, and the first pitch is a wild pitch, and Becker lands up scoring and winning this contest. And just a classic Auburndale Stratford game. So with this win, Auburndale now moves into a tie for first place with the Edgar Wildcats, and Stratford will fall 1 game back with this loss. So Stratford will be in 3rd place. So Edgar and Auburndale tied for first, and Stratford 1 game back, and Marathon 1 game back. And the way the scenario sits right now, Edgar and Auburndale will meet next week, and Stratford and Assumption will land up meeting, and Marathon and Newman will land up meeting next week. So it could turn out with this that it could land up maybe in a 3-way tie between any 4 of these teams, as Marathon and Stratford 1 game back. So there's really no head-to-head here except with Edgar and Auburndale. So it could be a wild race next week here in the Marewood Conference. And so up in the Northern Division, they got the same thing. Rib Lake is 6-1, Athens 6-2, and Chequamegon 6-2. So they're in the same situation up there in the last week of the contest. So at this time, we're going to go to the Nasonville Dairy postgame show, and it's brought to you by Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds Nasonville Dairy in Marshville, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And we're back here at one of the best white knucklers I have seen in a long, long time. But, you know, you get these two clubs together, you get Stratford and Auburndale, and you know you're going to have a heck of a ball game. And I'll tell you, if you charged admission for this one, they got their money's worth today. I'll tell you that, Jay. But great ball game. You know, you guys had that 1-0 lead. That one inning hurt you where, you know, they land up scoring 2 runs with 2 outs and got 4 straight hits, you know, off of Blake. But Blake kept his composure out there, and I know he was getting close on his pitches also once we got to the 8th inning there.
99,
I think right around there.
99,
but a great job by your whole ball club today.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. It really was a heck of a game, and a lot of things from last night as far as being down and told them, you know, when last night we didn't maybe have the focus. Tonight we did, and good things happened.
Okay, so now you're sitting in a tie with Edgar, and the thing is, there's only 2 games left, conference-wise, this coming week, and you guys get. Trying to think who you get right away.
We play
next
Edgar
week.
here on Tuesday.
Edgar here on Tuesday. So actually, it's in your pocket right now. If it's yours, you know, for the taking is what it is, and. It'll be a great matchup, and I know while Stratford gets Assumption, and then, of course, Marathon gets Newman. But and even up in the north, it's the same way up there. So this Marewood Conference, North and South, are just battling with 3-4 great teams in each division. So, but it's a big one, and of course now you go over to Wittenberg-Burneywood. They're ranked number 5 in Division II. So you'll see great ball club over there in a doubleheader.
Yeah, and we knew this run was going to be real difficult, and obviously close games with Marathon, and then this one tonight. Very fortunate Blake could finish, and as far as having a doubleheader tomorrow against Wittenberg, and we need to play, we need to keep growing and improving, and we're going to get there, and we're going to get some younger guys some innings and just see what happens, and we have to keep improving ourselves, and it really comes down to a game at a time. Tuesday, same thing. We talked about this before the game that we can control our own destiny, but it's still one game at a time.
Well, the thing is too with this win also, it's with Edgar, if you sweep that series also, it's going to help you seed wise down the road, for the tournament wise.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where it really does matter across the board. And I hope there's always more opportunities to get some games, and no matter what, we have some open dates. But yes, accumulating the wins is definitely going to help with seeding if we can do that.
Yeah, and in fact, I was looking at your schedule, and there's 7 games that you lost because of weather-wise, or you had to reschedule with a non-conference to get a conference game in.
And just trying to match other teams, and they have their schedules, they have to make up their games, and then trying to match them and find them. And a lot of it comes down to pitching too. We've talked to some teams as far as having their openings, and they just don't know if they don't want to fill it because they know the need of pitching and their conference possible makeups, but it really comes down to pitching. But we have some openings. We hope we can make up some of those games, and we just need to keep playing and keep improving.
All right, Jay, thanks for stopping by. Good luck this weekend and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you betcha. With me also, I got to get on the right side of the paper here. We've got Peyton Weinfer and also Blake Rabb with us, and I'll tell you, Blake, you were outstanding today. It's watching you, and I got a great view from this window up here that you were catching the corners just beautifully today.
Yeah, you got to hit spots against good teams like that. You can't just throw it down the middle. They'll mash it.
Yeah, and, I figured they were going to intentionally walk you, because you getting on base didn't mean anything anyway, but they hurt themselves with a wild pitch. And also they had a couple errors, down the stretch there also, and especially in that 7th inning where you guys came up. They had 2 errors, and you guys took advantage of it.
Yeah, our bottom of the order did a great job. We had to get a run in the bottom 7th, and we did.
All right. I'm going to talk to Peyton here, and Peyton, you just stick around, Blake. And you had 5 appearances today, and 4 times you were on base. I'll tell you, that helped the on-base percentage this year with the 3 walks, and it's what a leadoff man's supposed to do is, get on base, and you did a great job of getting on base 4 times, and of course that big double to put Truxton in scoring position there.
Yeah, I just try doing whatever I can for the guys behind me, just get on base, get pitches I like early in the count that I can handle.
All right. So a big one coming up next week with Edgar twice, and I figure Blake's going to be ready for that also. So good luck this weekend with Wittenberg-Burneywood, both of you, and good luck next week also.
Thank you.
You betcha. All right, I'm going to put you guys in the house, and I'll count you down, and you guys know what to do. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Peyton Weinfer.
I'm Blake Rabb.
And we're in the house.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. Have a good weekend, and good luck. Thank you. All right, big win for the Auburndale Eagles as they win it in 8 innings, 4-3, as a wild pitch brings the winning run in Truxton Becker at home plate as there was a play at the plate and the ball fell out of Brady Berg's glove for the winning run. So a big win for Auburndale as it puts them now tied in the Marewood Conference South with Edgar, and Auburndale is a game back along with Marathon. So it's going to go down right to the wire as the Marewood Conference will finish their conference schedule this coming week. So for Olivia, did a great job producing. I'm Mike Steinwagner. You have a great weekend, and I'll be doing the Chaparral game on Sunday, so join me then. Have a good weekend. Bye.